This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Deontay Wilder is a waste of time and he is not his own boss. These are the words of Eddie Hearn, link in the description box. So yeah, finally Eddie, finally, you have said what we've been wanting you to say for quite some time, because I have to be honest, when it comes to the Wilder situation, I have been a little disappointed with Eddie Hearn with the taking the back seat and pandering to Wilder's ego, just to try and get him to sign, you know, Wilder's a warrior, I think Wilder really wants to fight, etc., etc. We know why he was doing it, but to be honest, it was pretty cringe. Now, of course, now he said, you know what, enough's enough now. And what Eddie Hearn is saying here is that Anthony Joshua, apparently he had an interview with ESPN, I haven't seen that one, but apparently he had an interview with ESPN and he said, you know what, let me get my fight done with Ruiz. Me and Wilder will sit in a room together and get this deal done. A couple of hours later, Wilder comes out, yeah, I've just signed a deal with Luis Ortiz. I need to correct the wrongs of the past, etc., etc. So, coincidental? Of course it's coincidental. But anyway, it is what it is. And of course, Eddie Hearn is saying, see, I told you so. Wilder had a 3-fight deal with Showtime, Brazil, Ortiz, Kaunaki. See, I told you so. Yeah, okay, Eddie. It wasn't Sporting Icons that told everyone, was it? It was you. Okay, no worries. Nothing like blowing your own horn, eh? Which is what I'm doing. Anyway, so I think that Eddie Hearn finally had enough, and I would imagine all going well for Anthony Joshua on Saturday night if he was to defeat Andy Ruiz Jr. Of course, he's the favourite, no guarantees in boxing though, but if he does, I fully expect Anthony Joshua to blast Deontay Wilder, call him a coward, call him this, call him that. Basically, Joshua has gone to your own country, Wilder, and said, let's get it on. There was no reason for you to take Luis Ortiz. None whatsoever. I've just defeated Andy Ruiz Jr. I'm free. You're free. Let's do it. I mean, have you ever seen Wilder sign for a fight so quick in your life, so soon after his last one? This has never happened. Never happened. Quite clearly, I think that Wilder is in a situation of, oh crap, man, if Joshua wins, he's going to call me out and I'm not allowed to take the fight because Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman told me I'm not allowed to. So quickly put out something. I've just signed for Luis Ortiz, everyone. Just to let you know, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm going to be fighting Luis Ortiz. The guy's a coward, man. He's an absolute coward. But well done, Eddie. Finally, you've stopped pandering to him. I don't want to hear you no more saying how Wilder's a warrior. I think he really wants to fight, and you know he's a good-looking guy. He's got all the tools, and he's a real dangerous. Who gives a damn, right? He doesn't want to fight. I said this to you over a year ago. He does not want to fight, Eddie, and you keep having this delusion. And by the way, I'm not having a go at Eddie Hearn here, but this is what I said to him. Wilder don't want the fight. He's just using Joshua's name as clout, and Eddie's like, yeah, maybe you're right, yeah, maybe, but you know what? Maybe next year we can get the fight. Maybe it's always maybe. You're living in a fantasy land, Eddie. I know you want to put on this fight. I know Joshua wants to fight, but Wilder does not. As Eddie Hearn said in that interview just there, Wilder is not his own boss. Again, I said that. It's been pretty evidently clear that Wilder is not his own boss. Finkel has even cut in front of Wilder in live interviews to shut him down and speak over him, tell him how he's going to answer this question. And Wilder stood there in the background like a kicked puppy, supping his water, mumbling to himself. Shelly Finkel is his boss. It's as simple as that. There's no way around it. No Wilder fan out there can say anything different. None whatsoever. The man got talked out of $120 million for undisputed. All this talk, one face, one name. All this talk, I promise my fans, I love my fans. Are you fans starting to see yet? Are you starting to see it? Who wants to see Wilder versus Ortiz? Who wants to see it? Yes, the first fight was very entertaining. Of course it was. But when there's an opportunity here for undisputed, you do it. When people mention about Wilder's resume, what is it that the Wilder fans say? Well, who cares about back then? What about now? Everything's about now. Okay, so what about now? Why aren't you taking Joshua now? Forget the fact that whether or not you believe Joshua didn't want to fight. I mean, of course he always wanted to fight. But regardless of that, what about now? Are you going to hold Wilder's feet to the flame? Of course you're not. Of course you're not. You're not real boxing fans, and that's the problem with it. You guys never wanted to fight. It was always the Joshua fans who wanted the fight. Always. Wilder's had 42 fights, man. 42. And as Eddie Hearn said in an interview, same thing that I said this morning. If they put this fight on pay-per-view, it will be lucky to hit 100,000 viewers. Exact words that I said, same thing that Eddie Hearn said. It's going to flop. Big time flop. Nobody wants to see this fight anymore. We've seen this fight, what, a year ago? If we had to see this fight again, it should have been straight after, shouldn't it? Not wait until Ortiz has really got old. And listen, I heard people in the comments earlier on saying, but Joshua wanted to fight him, so why shouldn't Wilder? Because Joshua has not fought Ortiz. It's somebody new. Wilder's already fought Ortiz. It would be the same reaction you would have if Joshua said, I'm going to go fight Parker next. I'm going to go fight Povetkin next. Imagine your reaction. This is the same reaction. And some Wilder fans are clinging on for dear life. Oh, you AJ fans, you're so butthurt. Some of the channels out there are saying how Wilder fans are crying in their cereal and things like that because they can't get the fight. Well, you should be. You should be angry. Proper angry at Wilder for lying to you all this time. He doesn't want undisputed. What happened to, we just want the best fight the best. That's all we want. We don't care about the money. We don't care about the politics. Just make the fight. The man even said a couple of months ago, I'm not even going to take 50-50 with Joshua. I said to you guys in the beginning, Wilder don't want this fight. He never did. It's never been about one face, one name, one champion. Well, maybe if it is, if Joshua wasn't the other champion because he's scared to death of getting in the ring with him. Because now he's going to be fighting Luis Ortiz, and then he's going to be getting Adam Kalinacki if he can't get Tyson Fury. So, of course, you're looking at 3 or 4 fights down the line before he even entertains talking Joshua. When he's offered 120 million to fight Brazil and then back-to-back fights with Joshua. By the way, he didn't have to take the Brazil fight. He could have just went straight to Joshua. He didn't even try to negotiate. And the Wilder fans, oh, you AJ fans, you're so butthurt. Ha 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 ha. What's funny about it? What's funny about not getting the fight? You guys condone ducking. You guys condone this behaviour. It's absolutely disgusting. And I feel like it doesn't really matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I do. It's never going to be enough. I don't know how to get this off my chest because I'm sick to death of this man. How do I get the message across to you Wilder fans? Are you that stupid? Did you all go to the same damn school for the uneducated? Is that what you did? To just not allow common sense to enter your brains? We can see who the Wilder fan channels are. All of these guys are a sandwich short of a picnic. Each and every one of them. All of them are just extreme fanboys. Most of them are racist. These people don't want the fight. Eddie Hearn, finally, you've actually said something. You've opened your mouth and you've said the truth. Wilder just don't want the fight. His team don't want the fight. Wilder is controlled by Finkel. Wilder is controlled by the white man. Wilder fans, you guys are so much into your racist feelings, imaginary feelings for half the time. Keep on making up racist stories. How about looking at your own front doorstep there at what's happening with Wilder? Just turning a blind eye to it like it's not happening. Well, you know, we don't upset Wilder because we need our interviews with him. What interviews that nobody's watching? Look at your views. They suck. They suck. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm tired. Wilder fans, you are the worst fans in the history of boxing. And believe me, we've had some fan groups over the years that are pretty damn terrible. I'm not saying that AJ fans or Fury fans or Dillian White fans are perfect. Not at all. But you guys take the absolute piss. Anyway, Eddie Hearn's had enough. Well done, Eddie. No more playing Mr. Nice Guy. Yes, Anthony Joshua should be concentrating on Andy Ruiz. That is for sure, first and foremost. But listen, is this another distraction tactic of Wilder in the hope that AJ gets all depressed and down about it and underperforms so Andy Ruiz starches him? Is that what this whole thing's about? Wilder, you are controlled. Controlled. You ain't no leader. Much like your fan channels are not leaders. They all follow the tune to their illustrious leader. That's what they do. frightened to death of saying what they really feel, frightened to death. I hope Luis Ortiz sparks his bum out. I hope he sparks him out. And all you Wilder fans, I don't want to hear none of your excuses. It's blatantly clear who ducked who. And if you are condoning it, get off my channel. Please get off my channel. Don't want to see you. Don't want to hear from you at all. Just don't want to hear it. Be a Wilder fan all you like. Hope that he does fight Joshua. Hope that he does beat Joshua. No issue with that. None whatsoever. Never did. But I don't like stupidity. You will be blocked for stupidity. Anyway, interview in the description box. If you haven't seen it already, I'm sure you guys already have on IFL TV. Go give it a watch. If not, click the thumbs up to this video. Subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.